Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Mourinho challenge, and we're still at Sevilla. We haven't moved clubs yet. We are in our second season though, so we will have to at the end of the year. Before we jump into looking at the transfers and how things have gone so far in pre-season, let's make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you get more of this stuff. There's plenty to come, so stick around, you know, be friends. We're friendly here. Anyway, let's jump into it. We've got Granada today, so we have got a game to play. First game of the season. Let's take a look at the transfers. So it's what we all want to see. We want to see what's gone down. We have had to make some transfers because, unfortunately, one of the big boys has gone and left us. So that is Jules Koundé for £123 million. It was his release clause and PSG met it. So there you go. Jules Koundé has left us. He's joined PSG. It was kind of expected, to be honest. But we have spent all that money. So there's no holding back there. Lamela has also left. He's gone to PSV. He's basically because we needed someone to go for the wage budget in the Spanish league because you could only reach a certain amount of money spent on wages. That's why he's left. And he wasn't going to get in the team because we've got a few players that have come in. So you've got Andrich, who we brought in at the end of last season. He's on loan at the moment. So not a player. I mean, he's a player for the future. And to be honest, I'm not actually sure why I brought him in. But we have got Donny van der Beek. We had him at Benfica. He was very, very good for us there. So why not? We brought him in. We bought him for 33 million from Man United. So it's a lot of money, but he wasn't playing. And the time he spent at Benfica, he was very good when he was with us. So I think he should be able to slot into this team absolutely fine and dandy. So we've also got another man from Benfica, but this time someone who stayed there and wasn't on loan. Lucas Ferrissimo. We needed a centre-half to replace Koundé. What better man than the star man at Benfica when we were there? He was fantastic for us then, and I'm hoping he'll still be fantastic for us now. He's got some lovely stats. He's a star player in the squad and leading player for most teams in this league. So great stuff. Teemu Bakayoko, he's another player that we have brought in from Chelsea. He's come in after a lot of loan spells out, as Chelsea do, for £22 million. So they have made a loss on him. But I think he's a decent signing for us. We needed another player in the midfield. After Fernando went, who can play that ball-winning midfielder role, just like Delaney. And so that's what Teemu Bakayoko is there for. He'll be getting the tackles in, getting the ball back and giving it off to the likes of Donny van der Beek. We've also brought in Sebastian Coates. He's also a very, very good centre-half that we brought in, just in case we couldn't get someone like Verissimo. We brought him in, but I mean, he's got every chance of starting. He's a little slow, which is the only thing that I'm a bit wary of, because with three at the back, obviously, wingers are going to be the biggest problem. But if we play him centrally, I think he could be very, very solid. Great positioning, marking, tackling, heading, all are excellent. So if he plays centrally, that's absolutely should be fine. But we have got also another player to mention, a couple of players to mention actually. Adam Hosick has come in on a free, a player that again he might not be starting for us, but he's decent. He's got a bit of pace about him. He's a bit of a wonder kid in the football world. So he's good for this level. He's a backup striker. That's pretty much it. Bring him on. He can play the game. We've also brought in Sergio Busquets. Only paying him 18 grand. And granted, his physicals are absolutely shot to pieces because he's 36 years old. But with some lovely technicals and some lovely mentals as well. I just think it'll be a steady hand to have in the middle of the park. He can slot in there in a few games if needed. But otherwise, that is where we're at. We've got a much better balance of the squad now, fitting the formation we want. So I'm hoping that influences things. We don't know who our Champions League opponents will be yet. But we have got Barcelona in the semi-final of the Super Cup. But yeah, we'll kind of see how things go. Hopefully we won't get all the way to the end of the January transfer window before you'll see us, as I'm hoping we'll get to the Super Cup final and we'll be in for that one. But we'll see, because Barcelona are obviously a very, very good side. Pre-season wise, we had a pre-season tournament or league, Sevilla Lover Trophy. I don't know why I called it that. Why not? Beat Lincoln, Salzburg and Xerez. There wasn't many teams that actually wanted to travel to us to play friendlies. So we were kind of limited. We did play Copenhagen and Anderlecht, We lost to Anderlecht in the first game. I have no idea what happened there. But a win against Copenhagen was quite convincing. So we were all good for that one. But let's jump into it then. We are sticking with the classic 3-4-1-2 we have been in the last few seasons. So nothing too much concerned there. And this is the lineup we'll go for. Bunu in goal. Coates, Eric Garcia and Gabriel at the back. Verissimo is injured currently, so we don't want to risk him in the first game of the season. Get him out all season. That wouldn't be very beneficial at all. Ocampos at right mid, Acuna on left, Bakayoko in the ball-winning role. Van der Beek is playing a little deeper than he did for us when we were at Benfica, so I'm going to see how that goes with Almada in front of him, who's done very well in that role previously for us, and En-Nesyri and Vlahovic up top. And then we've got a packed bench: Smith Rowe, Delaney, Busquets, Hosick, Oscar, Augustinson and Oliver. So yeah, that's how we're going to play. I think what we will do is stick it at positive straight away. I think we need to be on the front foot. We need to be positive with the ball, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to jump into it. We've got Granada today. Should be a good game. They gave us a good game last time we played them. It'll be a tough one for sure, but they're playing a 4-4-2, which can work in our favour with us packing out the midfield and the striking team up top. I like how I said I should play Coates at centre of the centre-backs, but haven't done so I will do that right now. But there you go. Right, so 5 minutes in already, and we've already had a shot. Great stuff. Good start to the season with a first game that's being played. Ball forward, En-Nesyri is not going to get to that, and Granada will look to come away with it. Of course, most teams in Spain are the ball-playing type, so they're going to want to try and keep the ball where they can. Abraham coming forward with Mia now. Looks forward again to Puskas, who's through to Kostic. We need to make sure we get a challenge in, boys, before we give them an opportunity early on. 10 minutes in would not be a good time for them to score. Back post, Joaquin with the volley. It was blocked by Gabriel, who has permanently signed for us now, of course. No longer on loan. He is a permanent transfer. And Monchu will be taking the corner. Looks like it will be coming in. Floated. It's headed wide by Mia, but that is a Miller. I'll go with Miller. A bit more British. Yeah, British Miller. Okay. Joaquin with the ball. Plays out to Ricard Sanchez. Back to Ricard Sanchez. Domingos. Vlahovic with the challenge. That pressing forward role has got him the ball. Can he score? No. Aaron palms it wide. He went for the near post effort. It would have to have been quite a good effort to get the goal from that. But we have got a corner. Acuna with the ball, whipping it in, and Nesyri's there, headed towards goal, and again Aaron matches the header and is able to grab hold of that and will get Granada going forward again. We look to go forward once again, but Abraham's cut it out, and it's Monchu now, who's going to retain the ball, play it out to the fullback, Ricard Sanchez, who again plays it up to Joaquin, who's just gone straight over the top. Guardo with the ball, but Coates does well to win it back initially, but a ball straight through again. We haven't dealt with it very well, and it is now cleared, well, blocked by the keeper, I should say, and they're going to get a corner in. I'm going to say it's probably slightly down to the fact that we have got quite a lot of players that have come in. We've got 4 or 5 players who've come into the squad, 3 into the first 11 in today's game. So it's going to take a little bit of time to really get into it, because a lot of these players didn't actually play for us in many friendlies, maybe 1 or 2 at most. So they're not all blended together yet. They've not got that cohesion that we would want. So we'll just have to kind of let things settle in as it goes. But we've looked good so far. It's not been awful. Defensively, a couple of woes now and then, but we still should be okay. Mia with the ball again. Miller, I should say. Kostic. He's got to get this goal. No, Bono is there and grabs hold of it. Good save, really. And 7.1 rating is probably good for him. The defence are looking at the best rating out of the team. We need to get a goal, though. I want to get a win. I want to start off strong. It's long ball forward. Almada will take it down. He looks around the corner to En-Nesyri, who scores. It's left-hand side. But is this going to be called offside? I certainly hope not, because it would be a great time to score with just 8 minutes to go till half-time. Surely it's a goal. Yes, it looks like it is. It didn't come up with goal given, but we'll take it, and we go from there. Thiago Almada does well to get that down, and then knocks it round the corner to Nesyri, who just smashes it home on the left foot. That gives us a 1-0 lead. We're top of the table. You never know. Let's hope that we stay there for the rest of the season. But it's probably not that likely. We hit half-time, though, and we can... I'm just going to go straight into the second half. I think there's no need to make any changes just yet. Allow the boys to get into their game. We've got the goal just before half-time. Let's keep that momentum going and get another goal. Eric Garcia receiving it from Coates. And the ball's played forward to Van der Beek. Then he looks forward straight through to Vlahovic, who's through on goal. It is blocked by Domingos, who managed to get round him and cut out that shot. But I have to say, a pretty good effort. Although we've now got Acuna, who is injured. Great, wonderful. Augustinsson straight on there. Like for like on the style. A bit of a more defensive winger. But... as he's naturally a left back, but that shouldn't be a problem. Van der Beek, ball out to Campos, who's going to take on his man, surely, and looks to get a ball into the box. Or we'll have to cut back Van der Beek if needed. He is there. Van der Beek round the corner to Campos. Here we go. He's driven into the box. It's blocked. Bakayoko on the edge, though. Is he going to take a shot? I mean, he nearly lost it to Miller, but does win it back straight again. And we're keeping the ball on the edge. Almada, he's got a bit of time to look at the turn. Campos with the shot. There it is, 2-0 just after half-time. I think it was the right decision to make sure that we don't make any changes as of yet, to allow the boys to keep that momentum going. And there it is. Another lovely little assist by Almada just round the corner this time. And Campos was there, made the run, through on goal and fired it in at the near post. Beating the keeper, and it's 2-1 Sevilla. Still top of the league, 2 goal difference. Good stuff. Looking very, very good on the stats as well. 15 minutes to go then, and I think we will probably look to make a change now, other than our forced one, obviously, earlier in the game. Let's bring on Hosick for his debut. We'll bring off Vlahovic for that one, and then we might bring on Sergio Busquets for his debut as well. Not home debut, for his debut. I was going to say professional, for his competitive debut. Almada with the ball in, though. He's come through to Slozek. There's the goal. It could be seen as offside again. Let's hope not, because that would be a fantastic goal to score on his debut, coming off the bench almost straight away, with only a couple minutes to go. Goal is being checked. Is it going to be given, or it's disallowed? That's a shame. Real shame for Adam Slozek. But it's good to see that he's in there. He's in and about the box to make some issues of himself. Let's bring on Sergio Busquets then in that playmaker role in midfield, so he can just get a bit of a run out. I think we're pretty comfortable now in the last couple of minutes to win the game. There it is, 2-0, a great start to the season. Hopefully when we come back, we'll be still top of the league. We'll be in the final of a cup, and we'll be loving life at Sevilla, hopefully, because we haven't won a cup yet, and I still need at least one trophy this season, considering the last season. But there you go. We will leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. And of course, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. See you then.